It was a quiet morning in Diamond Bar until federal immigration officers arrived. The Sahakian family's home security cameras capturing the moment their lives forever changed.
That was it. She came back inside, hugged my kids, kissed me. She's like, Art, this is the best thing that we could do.
Arpine Masihi, a loving wife, an avid Trump supporter and mother of 4, was taken into custody by ICE on June 30th.
I have 4 kids, 3 dogs. She's just waiting for her mom to come home. And 2 birds. Our family's devastated. I can't sleep. We can't do anything. We can't eat.
She's lived in the U.S. since she was only 3 years old, coming into the country legally as a refugee. But an old criminal conviction from more than 15 years ago has resurfaced, leading to a final deportation order.
It was a quiet morning in Diamond Bar, California, until federal immigration officers arrived. Home security cameras at the Saha family's house captured the moment everything changed. Nehi, a mother of 4, an avid Trump supporter, and a legal refugee who had lived in the U.S. since she was 3 years old, was taken into custody by ICE. Her children watched as their mother was led away. Her husband, still visibly shaken, said she kissed the kids and told them she loved them, like she somehow knew it would be the last time. Despite everything, he still flies a Trump flag outside his house, still supports border enforcement.
A wave of disappointment. One of President Donald Trump's most loyal voting blocs, Cuban and Venezuelan immigrants. Now speaking out in Miami, a Republican stronghold.
Even as it dismantles his own family. Nehi's case isn't unique. An old criminal conviction from over 15 years ago resurfaced, triggering a final deportation order. Her story is a window into a wider reality unfolding across the country. A paradox where many of those being deported are the very people who supported the policies that now affect them. For some, it's a matter of legal process. For others, it's personal devastation. And in homes like the Sahas, it's both.
So he was given an appointment to go to ICE. You told him before he left for that appointment, you don't have anything to worry about. You haven't done anything.
Following recent escalations in U.S. Iran tensions.
How do you feel about everything that's happening right now in this country with the deportations? You don't understand how this could happen. What did you think was going to happen when Trump won? You're saying you believed the president when he said he was going to deport criminals.
Over 200 Iranian nationals have reportedly been detained for national security reasons. But enforcement hasn't stopped with high-risk individuals. It has swept through communities, affecting those with expired visas.
Toda mi familia votó por Trump.
Lo apoyaba a Trump durante su campaña. Did you support him?
Yo estoy fuera.
You're outside of it. You can't vote. Pero te sientes decepcionada? Do you feel disappointed, deceived, engañada?
Me siento mal porque sé que ellos creían en él.
Missed hearings or old paperwork errors. Families who believed they were safe now find themselves under threat. The legal gray zones that once protected them have vanished, replaced with hardline policies that prioritize removal over discretion. In Miami, a Republican stronghold and home to many Cuban and Venezuelan immigrants, disappointment is rising. One Cuban woman who arrived in 2023 on humanitarian parole.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America.
What do you think about Trump's border policy?
I love it. I'm 100% for it. As a Mexican American, I truly believe that we need to take our country back. When I came to this country, I stood in line for hours and days before I could get my green card.
Do you know anybody that crossed the border without applying for a green card?
Oh, yes. Unfortunately, I have family members that did. Cousins, nephews, nieces.
Because those people might be deported if Donald Trump wins.
That's okay. That's okay.
You would be okay with your cousins being deported?
Yeah, I will be okay. They can be deported, but they can also apply to come back to the United States, but do it the right way.
How long have they been here for?
Years, like 20, some like 30 years.
How do you think they would feel about you saying that?
Oh, they would be very angry. They are angry at me right now. They don't talk to me because I support Trump.
Now find herself raising 2 children alone after her husband was detained at his residency hearing. She says she told him not to worry, that he hadn't done anything wrong. But that morning he was. Another Marine shared a similar story. After marrying his wife and settling in Louisiana with their 2 children, he took her to a green card interview in New Orleans. They were told everything had gone well, but instead of receiving paperwork, ICE officers arrived and arrested her.
Well, federal immigration officials have deported roughly 150,000 people since President Donald Trump took office. The Homeland Security spokesperson released the latest numbers on Wednesday. The figures, they indicate the agency could deport 300,000 people during Trump's first year back in office. That will be the highest number of deportations since the Obama administration. However, it will by far be far short of Trump's target of 1 million deportations in a year.
She had entered the country as a child and had been processed legally. But because her mother missed a court hearing in 2018, a deportation order had been issued for the entire family. Now, even military service and a U.S. marriage can't stop the machinery of enforcement. In some cases, even citizenship isn't enough to avoid scrutiny.
Not only to be separated by ICE is not how Bradley Bartell saw his first year of marriage.
The vows are in sickness and health, and I'm going to add in freedom and detention.
Bartell says on February 15th, his 26-year-old Peruvian wife, Sylvia Camila Munez Lira, was detained coming back from their honeymoon.
We were leaving Puerto Rico. At the airport, TSA was asking everyone if they were American citizens or not. We didn't have our marriage certificate or anything on us like that. So then because of that, that's why they grabbed her.
Since then, he says his wife was kept in Puerto Rico and Florida for a few days before being transferred to a detention center in Louisiana. He says his wife came to America on a U.S. visa in 2019 and stayed after it expired. The two married last summer and had submitted paperwork a few months ago for permanent residency.
One man recounted being pulled over by ICE while riding with 2 friends. He was asked how he entered the country and if he was waiting for a court hearing. He told them he was an American citizen. The officers laughed, not believing him, until he produced his driver's license. He was released. His 2 friends were not. The experience shook
Memories
him.
with his wife, Paula. They met in Palm Springs, where he was serving in the Marines.
We stayed together in California, got married, and we moved back to Louisiana in November.
They live in Baton Rouge and have 2 kids. Noah is 19 months old.
He looks just like her.
Lynn is 9 weeks old.
And she was breastfeeding when my wife was arrested.
His wife is currently in Monroe at Richwood Correctional Facility. Last month, she had a status interview for her green card at the New Orleans ICE field office.
And we went to that appointment. We were told we passed both interviews and to wait in the lobby of the building for paperwork regarding our next interview, where we were instead met by 3 ICE agents who arrested my wife.
Ever since, he's been living a nightmare, not knowing what could happen next.
She had an ICE agent tell her on Friday that she was going to be deported this past weekend.
Paula entered the U.S. from Mexico a decade ago and was legally processed with her family. Unbeknownst to her, Paula's mom missed an immigration hearing in 2018. A judge issued a removal order for the entire family.
He had supported Trump, voted for stronger borders, believed in removing criminals, not targeting anyone who looked like him. The line between enforcement and error is thinner than ever. What started as a policy to remove dangerous individuals has expanded into a wide-reaching crackdown that doesn't ask who you voted for. It doesn't consider how long you've been here, how many children you're raising, or whether you served your country. It just checks your file. The truth no one wants to say out loud is this. Many of these removals were delayed for years under more lenient administrations. Now I see is simple.
I was telling the officer if I can give him the ID, but he said that just keep my hands up, not moving. And then after that, he told me to get out of the car, and then he put the handcuffs on me. And then he went to me and said, how did I get into this country? And if I was waiting for court or if I have any case. And I told him I was an American citizen. And he looked at his other partner like, you know, smiling, like saying, can you believe this guy? Because he asked the other guy, do you believe him?
Machado said he was uncuffed and immediately released after showing his driver's license. The 2 men with him were taken into custody. He does not know why. The incident has caused him to reflect.
Because, like I say, I was Trump supporter. I voted for Trump last elections, but because I thought it was going to be the things, like be pointless, like just go against criminals, not every illegal Hispanic looking like that they will assume we are illegals.
Catching up. Some call it overdue. Others call it inhumane. This isn't a question of right or left. It's about what happens when political promises meet real people's lives. It's about a system that now operates with little room for error, empathy, or exception. You asked for strong borders. You got them. But are you ready for what that really means? Because when the deportation machine comes, it doesn't knock based on your party affiliation. It doesn't care if you fly the flag or wear the uniform. It comes with paperwork. And sometimes it comes with handcuffs